Hi, my name's Tyler, and this is Logan. Uh, and we figured we'd throw our hat into the ring with our own little Mario review. We went and watched it on the 5th of April, first day it came out at our local theater. Um, and we're going to do a little section here at the top, spoiler free, and then we're kind of going to go into more spoiler stuff towards the later half of this video. We'll give you a heads up before we go into spoiler talk. Uh, but Logan, I'll let you go first. What are your kind of thoughts on the movie?
I really enjoyed the movie. I'm a big Nintendo fan. I love Mario. So I knew a good bit of like the Mario lore and a bunch of like some of the other stuff Nintendo related. And going into this movie, I was extremely excited because I've been waiting ever since it was announced a couple years back. And I have to say, it lived up to the hype I was expecting. It was just a fun Mario movie. Go in, just entertain yourself, and then just leave. But yeah, it was a really entertaining movie.
I felt a similar way to that. I really enjoyed all the little nods and Easter eggs and such. Um, I kind of had the same vibe coming out of the Mario movie, as I did coming out of the first Sonic movie. So I'm really excited to see where they kind of try to take the series and stuff. Um, uh, I enjoyed all the characterization and stuff. It was nice that we didn't get a super lore heavy movie or anything. It was just kind of like to the point. Go on adventure. Uh, Go on an adventure, does things, move to the next scene, move to the next scene. We didn't really overstay any welcomes in any scenes, but we stuck around just long enough to catch all of the little Easter eggs and such.
It was like watching a Mario game. Mario games aren't lore heavy, so you just kind of get what you expect out of a Mario movie is what you expect out of a Mario game. So
It was. I really enjoyed the voice casting stuff. Looking back on it now, the voice is way better than I believe what we originally got. Um, and also we have more of it to compare it to now. Um, it's not insanely unbearable. You kind of it's not enough to really take you out of the movie. Um, Princess Peach's voice actor did really well. Um,
the
Toad was
standout
really
was
good.
obviously Jack Black.
Oh, Blackjack absolutely killed that role as Bowser. Um, Charlie Day also absolutely killed the Luigi role.
The weakest of the bunch was Seth Rogen as Donkey Kong. But he didn't really try to put on any accent or anything characterization to it. He just did Seth Rogen and that was it. But it wasn't too bad, but you could obviously tell he wasn't trying to do anything with it.
It doesn't really pull. It doesn't super pull you out of the movie though.
Yeah.
Um, I do have grievances with the character, but we'll kind of get into that later on in more of the spoiler kind of talking stuff. But overall, I'd really recommend the movie. It had really good action scenes and stuff. Uh, Enough for like it's enough to as it to be an entertaining kids movie on its own. But then on top of that, all the like you can really tell that they took their time and did research and stuff, and kind of really leaned into um, the lore of just kind of the world. Um, to really make the movie more than just like, oh, look, here's a funny Easter egg. Oh, look, here's a funny Easter egg, and none of it's connected, but it's pretty cool. What's your overall feelings on it?
Well, like I said, I really enjoyed the movie. I loved all the Easter eggs and stuff. I was sitting there in the theater just going, "Oh, there's that. Oh, there's that. Oh, that's from that." And it was really fun. There's so many little Easter eggs and stuff.
I recommend that if you go watch this movie, you take a nerd with you, like I did with Logan. Because it makes it way more interesting to listen to them go, whoa, wow, right beside you while you're watching the
Wow.
movie. It makes it way funnier too.
Mario is canonically a gamer in this movie.
Mario is canonically a gamer. No spoil, not really a spoiler, but in the movie he plays what was it, Kid Icarus
Yeah, he's playing Kid Icarus on Nintendo,
on the
like a
yeah.
full on NES.
Yep.
So that was
But I think that's kind of everything I want to say before I start kind of going into spoilers. Do you have anything else you want to add, or
no.
all right, you want to get into spoilers then?
Yeah, let's do some spoilers.
Alrighty. Warning, warning. We are getting into spoilers now. Warning. If you, I highly recommend you go watch the Mario movie. So, spoilers aren't super like a super big thing, I would say. But if you want to watch it and get kind of the full enjoyment out of it that we got just from going in relatively blind, comparative just to the trailer scenes and stuff, then I would recommend just going in without watching the rest of this. Come back and see if what we liked lines up with what you liked. Um. So we are going into full spoilers now. Um. Logan, do you want to take it away? I know you're going to be able to give a more pointed explanation of stuff than I could because you know all the lore.
Well, like Easter egg wise, in the beginning, they're in a pizzeria which is called Punch Out Pizzeria. They had frames or pictures of all the contestants in Punch Out that you go through and beat up, and they had a painting of the duck from Duck Hunt. And then like later on, there's a scene where Mario's in his room. He's playing Kid Icarus on the Nintendo, and on his TV, there's a model of an R-wing from Star Fox, and it just has little Easter eggs like that throughout the movie. There's another shop that references Mario Sunshine, and I believe towards the end of the movie, there's like a poster up on a building. I believe references when Nintendo was a card manufacturer when they made card games. Uh, it was a brief, you'll miss it if you don't see it kind of thing. But I think that's what that was referencing.
Which is a lot of the movie's references. It's
Yeah.
kind of blink and you'll miss it kind of things. Like you were telling me before, the Jumpman arcade machine.
Yep.
Uh, there's just the scene through the Mushroom Kingdom where he walks through the Mushroom Kingdom alone has so many references. Um,
Like with the
whole
antique shop with all the different power ups from previous games.
there's the little spot where they all walk and they're picking up their coins and stuff. Uh,
And the Toad House melody from Mario 3 is playing, just stuff like that.
I really liked there's that really good scene where Mario's going through the warp pipes and he's like going through them and getting shot out at different spots. I feel that 100%. Someone who's played those games, that definitely feels like it at certain points. I really liked how they kind of did that real world meets cartoon world thing. And then of course at the very end we did get the good ending where Bowser's starship destroys several blocks of Brooklyn. The good ending, the residential area gets destroyed. uh, I loved all the little nods and stuff. The Shy Guys in this movie being absolutely terrifying little creatures they are. I loved the when Luigi's in the evil forest and he smashes through the dry bones and he's like, "Take that!" And then the dry bones does the like and rebuilds itself. There was just and then of course all the stuff with Donkey Kong and the Kongs. Uh Cranky Kong absolutely hamming it up, being an absolute menace. And then of course, one of my favorite parts of the movie, one of Logan's least favorite parts of the movie. All of the different 80s music choices. I really appreciated the no sleep till Brooklyn part when they do the very beginning. I think it was a really good scene. I like there's two separate points in the movie, or was there more, where it like flips almost 2D and like Mario's taking like this higher path through this construction site, and like Luigi's on the bottom doing that. And then I think the second time, the Donkey Kong scene where he's like they're smashing through with all the power ups, and where we get Tanuki Mario. Is there any more? I think those are it. I think it's just those two scenes.
What with power ups?
No, with where if the camera flips to like a 2D side scroller.
Oh yeah, there's one in the beginning where Mario and Luigi are going to the apartment to fix that leak. They're running through the construction zone.
Yeah, that was when the No Sleep Till Brooklyn was playing.
Hmm.
Which I appreciated that. I really liked the 2D bits. I thought they were really cute.
Yeah, that was clever.
And then at the end of it, he grabs onto that I forget what it was. I don't think it was a flagpole. It could have been. But it was like Castle Pizza was on the other side of it.
Yeah, it was one of the classic fortresses as one of the buildings in Brooklyn. You want to talk about some of the characterization of some of the characters because I kind of want to talk about that a little
Yeah,
bit.
sure. I'll let you take the lead on it then.
So, I really like how they did the characterizations on most of the characters. Like Mario, this was his first time in the Mushroom Kingdom, and Luigi's as well. So this was kind of a hero's tale coming to, you know,
Coming of age.
yeah, coming of age type story where Mario's learning about the Mushroom Kingdom and trying to, really learn how to fit in there and do what he needs to do to get Luigi back. And I like how Peach wasn't like this like weird girl boss type deal, you know,
Yeah.
where she's just better than everybody and she just does everything better than Mario. She's the one that actually trains Mario how to defeat Bowser and all the enemies in the Mushroom Kingdom. And there's this part in the training scene right afterwards where Mario and Peach are just chit chatting and asking her about how she's so good at the course. And she's like, well, I grew up here. That's why I'm so good at it. I've had time to train on it. And it's like, okay. And she's just teasing him about um
Being short.
him being so bad about him being short and him being kind of bad at the platforming and stuff, but it doesn't get to the point where she's just bashing him over the head. That she's just kind of teasing him, and she just kind of becomes a guide for Mario throughout the movie to help him out.
I
Which
do
is
like Peach kind of stepping into like an old sage role. I like at the very beginning where we very obviously show through that construction worker scene that Mario 100% does parkour and records it and puts it up under an alias on. Uh, that's my headcanon. He's one of those parkour YouTubers in his free time. Uh, but I also like the little characterization on Mario too, of him being like, I hate mushrooms. And it's just like every single power up in Mario has always been a mushroom.
and when he's doing the training montage, he stuffs down like 100 mushrooms because he keeps losing it at the end of the training course, so he has to keep eating them to gain that power back.
I like the little scene where he's like eating them, and then in the montage, there's a scene where he's leaning over the
He's
railing and
throwing up.
throwing up. And he just and shrinks back down again, and she's just like patting him on the back, like it's okay, it's okay. Uh, and speaking on characterization, one of the best is Bowser, and how they play it straight, and they don't show it in the trailers too, which makes it so nice when they do the reveal that he's like, yeah, I've stolen the star and now I'm gonna go marry Princess Peach. It's just like it makes so much sense, but at the same time it's such a blind side because it's like, well, of course he's gonna want to marry Princess Peach. That's his whole thing. But
You don't expect it. That's the thing. You just think, he just wants to destroy the Mushroom Kingdom. But it's just so funny because there's a little song that he sings about Peach, and it's just so goofy.
the title of that song is Peaches. With one of the greatest lines ever written down in all time. Peaches, 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 peaches. And then I'll let you take the worst character of all time. But
Yeah, I think. Oh no, like the worst one was Donkey Kong, obviously.
yeah,
But I don't think it would have been as bad if it wasn't for Seth Rogen. Because I didn't completely mind the whole Donkey Kong Mario kind of rivalry thing.
I liked him. I liked them playing him
Because they've
up
always
as
had
like
that.
I'm fine with that. I liked them playing it up like him being essentially like the Smash Brothers equivalent that they have in this world is like Donkey Kong there's like fighting tournament thing. And it's like of course Donkey Kong would be the kind of guy to be like a WWE style personality in this world. Where
He
everybody's like,
just
I love
showboats.
you, Donkey Kong.
They're all chanting for Donkey Kong when he shows up in the arena. And then Cranky Kong's like, shut up, shut up. And you just hear Diddy Kong, DK, DK. And Cranky Kong just straight up says, Diddy Kong, be quiet.
He shakes his staff at him.
And then it pans over to Diddy Kong, Dixie Kong, and then Chunky Kong all standing together.
That was Chunky Kong?
That was Chunky Kong.
Okay. And I like how I like the power ups. Here's the real question I want to ask you: Is he gets the cat bell? You know what the
Hmm.
cat bell like looks like, right?
Yeah.
It's just like a little bell on a string. How does he activate that power up? Because it's
He
implied he has to eat the
No,
mushroom.
because remember the fire flower, he didn't have to eat it. He just kind of sucked it up. Well, that was Peach, but
That was well, yeah, I guess.
maybe he just rang it and it just activated.
That's what
That's
I was thinking. I was thinking either ring it or like tie it around his neck. Well, maybe he
what
had.
if he ate a bell?
What if he just ate pure metal? What if he had to eat it so fast?
One power up I was not expecting was the mini mushroom.
I was not expecting that to be as prevalent as it was.
But yeah, it was in there.
I was 100% expecting Cape, which it made an appearance, but not like
I
actual.
think
Like,
I think it worked with how they did it, with it being in
with it being in the
the
commercial.
the
Yeah,
commercial. Yeah.
I liked that they went ahead and did the run from it was Mario 3, right?
Mario 3 is the one that started that.
Yeah, I'm glad that they went ahead and had him and Luigi doing that run. That was really cool. I like that. But yeah, I'm glad. I don't know. I like the power ups that they picked. I feel like there's a few more that could have been fun, but
Yeah, because they had the fire and ice flowers. They
both the fire
had
and ice.
several different types of mushrooms.
What several?
They
No, they had like they only had two, didn't they? They had the shrink one and then the regular one. I don't think they had any other ones, did they?
well, a couple of mushrooms, but
Then they had the Tanuki suit,
yeah,
the cat
that played a
bell.
big role at the end,
That was
which
nice.
I thought was cool.
I really liked and I'll say this 100,000 times that at the very end when the Tanuki suit spawns, he's like running and like trying to jump and catch it
Yeah,
because
because
it's floating
it's a
away.
leaf.
It's so funny. It makes perfect sense, but it's also like if you've ever played a game with the Tanuki suit, you're like, yeah, no, I feel
Yeah,
that.
because you bash the block and the leaf just starts floating away. And you gotta catch it real quick.
uh, uh, I think when they do the sequels, I want to see Propeller Mark.
Let's just have some really outlandish type of power ups in there.
I think the double cherry would be a really fun one from 3D
World,
World, I believe.
yeah, 3D World.
The penguin suit. Oh, I forgot to say. When Mario puts on the cat suit, I leaned over to Logan and I quoted that one picture that was like it looked like a Nintendo of America tweet. It
Meow
said,
meow. The
"Meow
inside
meow
of
meow. The insides of the cat are very warm."
it.
I'm trying to think. I think that's pretty much everything. Other than I think I really my one of my favorite scenes had to be the wedding scene with all of the characters.
Yeah, because they had a ton of enemies in there.
The only thing I really was sad about was that we didn't get any Thwomp representation. No Thwomps or
Thwomp or
Thwomps.
Womps. The Thwomps.
But we had a pretty good plethora of actual Mario game references. We got some Odyssey stuff. Paulina being the mayor of the actual real world Brooklyn was pretty cool. I liked that. I think that's pretty much it. I don't have many other things. I'm excited to see where the series goes. Did you have anything else you wanted to add or stuff you wanted to talk about?
I don't think so. I don't think there's anything else.
Alrighty. Well then, I guess this has been. Thank you guys so much for watching and listening to us talk about our Mario movie take. Be them good, be them bad. And I'm really excited to kind of see where this goes. I told Logan when we were coming out of the theater, I said I think it would be really fun for us to have a year where Sonic 3 comes out and Mario 2 comes out, and we get like an old fashioned
Mario
Mario
versus
versus
Sonic.
Sonic. I think that would be like really fun. I know they would never coordinate it to do that between the two movie studios, but if they did, that'd be pretty cool. But anyways, this has been a movie review. I have been Tyler. He has been Logan, and
That's true.
that is all. That is all. And I just want to say, that was just a theory.